How's it going, guys? Tony here, and I'm gonna get going here. I'm gonna do a live pickup video. Man, I have not done any content. I've done a couple live streams on the PlayStation 5, but that's about it. I'm gonna share an update video. The goal is to share an update video on the anniversary of the channel, and the anniversary. mm, It depends on when we actually decided when the channel either started or the first upload. I'm just going to go with July 3rd. So I'm going to be releasing an update video on that day for what the heck's been going on my channel and in my life. But man, I've been sitting on a big pile of stuff that I'm ready to sort through and put in the game collection. This is stuff that I've picked up in the last couple of months or so. And like I said, I'm just ready to sort through it, put it in my collection, and get another big pile. Um, Basically, I'm getting ready for the summer. So, summer is usually my biggest purchase season, if you will, because I have a little bit more free time and I can go pretty much anywhere and everywhere to search for games in the state of Missouri, in my hometown, surrounding towns, whatever. So I'm gonna go and get started. I have a pretty good pile of stuff, and most of this is quality versus quantity. And you can already kind of see I got some systems here that I'm pretty excited about showing you. But I got a handful of stuff here I want to just get through first. So these are Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cards, and I didn't buy like a full package, if you will, but I got basically a pack with each turtle on it. And I'm a huge Ninja Turtles fan, and just going to be adding these to the Ninja Turtle collection. I think I paid like $1 a piece for these. But like I said, it's all four turtles, and I actually do remember buying these as a kid. Uh, these came out in 1989, and for some reason I do recall going to Walmart or Kmart or wherever and buying a pack of these. So these are pretty neat. I will not open them. They do have gum still in them. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I should go track one down and try the gum out. That would be an interesting video, to say the least. Now, these are radical. Um, and the cool thing is, these are the same stickers. They're Nintendo Puff stickers. And they're the same stickers. I have trading cards, kind of like the Ninja Turtle ones, and they're stickers. And I have those, and these are the exact same stickers um, that they used in those cards too. So I don't know how many sets there are of these, but I ended up getting 5 different packages. So this is pretty neat, and I don't plan on opening these. I love just strange Nintendo stuff like this, especially from the 80s. My favorite, of course, is the Legend of Zelda stuff. The Mario stuff's cool too. Mario playing soccer there. That's kind of before Mario's time with sports, and there he is like skiing. So it's kind of neat to see. This one, there's some repeats. I like Mario on the plane. I believe that's a reference to the Game Boy game. And there's actual like screenshots of the games on here. So I'm a pretty big fan of these. I remember buying stickers like these in the early 90s. Here's another one. Some are repeats, but you can't beat these, man. Mario in the car. That's Mario on a skateboard. I didn't even notice that one. The Zelda one has the enemies on it. That's pretty rad. That's so cool. And here's my last one. And he swore that these were all different. Now, the cool thing I forgot to mention, the original stickers are on it from Kmart. And I'm pretty nostalgic for Kmart too. I miss Kmart. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of fond memories shopping at Kmart. But yeah, some Punch Out there. So it just seems like it's Punch Out, Mario, and Zelda. I didn't see any other series like Metroid or anything else. And it kind of makes sense. 1989, um, you know, most popular Nintendo franchises at the time. This is cool. This is just out of a comic book. And huge Bill and Ted fan. This is from the game. This is an ad for the game, I should say. And I love the game, even though it's atrocious. It's horrible. LJN. And I will probably put this in a frame and stick it up. For some reason, I loved playing this game as a kid. Terrible game, but still awesome. Awesome to have that in the collection. And some more Bill and Ted goodness. Bill and Ted Are Doomed. So this is one of the newer comic book series. I don't plan on collecting the entire series or anything. This came out in 2020. So from time to time, I will buy comic books. And some Activision posters. These were just given to me. And these were in the Atari Flashback systems from a few years ago. So that's cool. Pitfall. What else is there? What is this? Oh, is this Freeway? If I can show you the entire poster here. Freeway. I don't plan on putting these up. I mean, they're just given to me. So why not just take them, put them in the collection. I think I might already have them too. Laser Blast. That's a really good game. Oh, yeah. Pretty cool to have some more posters in the collection. I don't know. I might have a couple duplicates. Okay, on to some games. So, Xbox Arcade Compilation Disc. So, this has 5 games on it. Pac-Man Championship Edition, Uno, oh boy. Boom Boom Rocket, Feeding Frenzy, and Luxor 2, a puzzle game. What's going on, Terry? How you doing, buddy? So, yeah, from time to time, if I find something that's interesting, really the only reason I got this was for the Pac-Man Championship Edition. Um, why not? I got it for dirt cheap. This was also another dirt cheap purchase. Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I think I paid like $2 for this. So it's the Spyro games remastered, the PlayStation 1 games. I have not played it yet. I would like to sit down and play it maybe this summer. Maybe I'll live stream one of the games. I've been doing good. I've been really, really busy. And I'm going to come out with a update video for what's been going on in my life and why the channel has been so stagnant and just not really a focus for me right now. And I'll talk about that. But I still have been, loving retro video game collecting, and I still play a lot of games. So, yeah. Little Big Planet 3. I guess I didn't. I'll have to double check. I don't think I have this in the collection. Again, like a $2 purchase. Garden Warfare. Again, another $2 purchase. Oh, nice. Are you talking about the remastered versions, like the original PC versions that have been re-released, like on the Switch, PlayStation 4? Okay, Switch, yeah. They were on sale. They were like $3 or $4 on sale, if that. And I had them both on the PlayStation 4. So and actually, I'm getting ready to show you something that you're gonna like here. So yeah, $249. You're not gonna like this game, but Barbie Dream House Party. I bought this in a lot. I don't have it. I'm probably going to sell it. I actually could make money off of this. I should do a video on Barbie game, like Barbie games I own. It's complete. Woo! Oh boy, right? Iron Man on the Wii. Surprisingly, I didn't own it. So, oh, that is awesome. That is a great deal. Just hang tight and I'll show you something. No, I don't have it in here. Never mind. I already put it up. I bought Doom on the Nintendo Switch. I have a physical copy. It's not in this pile. I must have already put it up. But I have it on the Nintendo Switch, the physical edition. So yeah. Here's Strike Force Bowling, PlayStation 2. Is it a good bowling game? Beats me. Will I ever play this game? No, but the disc is immaculate. That's really good. Some limited run poster stuff. I'm not gonna open this bad boy up, but it's like telling you what's coming out, what has come out recently. This is an older one. This is from March of this year. So yeah, I love limited run games. I bought a ton of limited runs games, or pre-ordered them, I should say. I kind of went a little crazy there, and I'm really excited. I cannot wait for Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. I am gonna buy the PlayStation 4 version, the Switch version, and I might even get the special edition. Speaking of limited runs, and I don't plan on opening this, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game, and I actually have the PlayStation 4 version downloaded on my PlayStation 4, so I am not going to open this. I tried playing this game. Maybe I need to play it again. I didn't play it back in the day because I didn't have a 360 back in the day. But it's okay. Is it overrated? I don't want to say that, but because I know there's a lot of people that were waiting for a physical release of this game and a remastered version of this game. So I'm not going to dog it too much. Okay, I love a good beat 'em up. All day long, I love beat 'em ups. Next up, we have some Sega Genesis goodness. Barkley, Shut Up and Jam 2. And this is a rental game from... Where did this come from? Arizona Video and Laser. So this came out of Mesa, Arizona. Of all places. Mesa, Arizona. And I plan on keeping that sticker on there. I love rental stickers. Okay. And I don't know. I know there's a lot of purists out there that say you need to remove the stickers, you need to preserve the game. But to me, this is part of this game's history. This particular game, the physical game. So yeah, I might call that number and see what the heck it is now. I guarantee you it's not a video store. But that's kind of cool. I didn't have this in the collection. So why not? Now this is cool. It's just the box. I took the game out because obviously I already own the game. Who doesn't? And triplicate Hoops. Really, Hoops. One of my all-time favorite basketball games on the NES. Oh my gosh, Hoops is garbage. It is such a hot mess. Gym rats beware. Hoops takes you out to the asphalt, where basketball is a half-court game of fast hands, faster moves, and slam dunk. Thank you, Sam dunks. What the heck? I'll spare you the rest. But yeah, I have a complete in box now. Now this is radical. I had to say this is probably one of my, and this is the N64 collection. That's what this is going to be a part of, and I could not pass this up. Donkey Kong 64. It's like a pencil box. Okay, I have no idea where or when this was sold. Um, Thingamabox. That's the name of the company. The year on this, 1999, because that's when Donkey Kong 64 came out, but it's like a holographic. That's going in the N64 collection. I love Nintendo 64 memorabilia, love Nintendo 64 collectibles. The Nintendo 64 period, I love, I love, I love. So that is totally kicking. And yeah, that's so cool. Maybe I'll start using it at school. Probably not. A couple of TRS-80 Radio Shack games. Project Nebula, and they're dirty, dusty. I gotta clean them up. I don't think I have this one. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have my Tandy collection memorized, if you will. But and I don't even know if this is uncommon or not or what. Space Assault. I think I do have. So that's a duplicate. Oh well. I'll get back to basically this is a Tandy system I don't have. Keeping it, adding it to the collection. Monster Rancher Explorer on the Game Boy Color, $5. Can't go wrong. I was a huge Monster Rancher fan. Right around the time Pokemon was really kicking and popular, I explored other games similar to it. Monster Rancher on the PlayStation 1. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun with that. And you could put different discs inside of the PlayStation to harvest different monsters. And oh man, I had so much fun just experimenting with that. Putting like Final Fantasy 7, Suikoden 2, stuff like that inside to see what monsters you would get. So yeah, pretty neat. Never played that game. Now this, I guess I never talked about on the channel, but I guess because the Game & Watch Zelda edition is going to be coming out in the fall, you know, I have this. I've never opened it. It has Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers, The Lost, a ball game, and a clock. So comes with 2 games. I haven't unboxed it yet. I haven't played it yet. Maybe I'll unbox this when I get the Zelda one. I pre-ordered Zelda one. I'm really stoked about that. That's a really good deal. Link's Awakening, Zelda 1, Zelda 2, and then the Zelda ball game or whatever, which will be pretty neat. I love these little Game & Watch systems. I love the original ones. I only have like one in my collection, and it's one of the really common ones. I can't remember which one I got, but yeah. Just some random stuff here. Tron. This is a Tron read. See the pictures, hear the record, read the book. So this is the Tron story. Okay, like the storybook, and I am a sucker for Tron. Okay, and it's the record. I'm trying not to take this out so I don't shatter it. And you would listen to it and it would read to you. Back in the day, I have a few of these in my collection. Like I have some DuckTales ones, I think. I have some like Yard's Revenge. I have that. I know there's some Atari ones I have. I'd have to look to see which ones I have, but that's one I can remember off the top of my head. I think I do have Raiders of the Lost Ark. But I love Tron. Love Tron. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Sky High. It's a little book. I found it for dirt cheap. Just gonna add to the retro library, if you will. Never read this. Believe this came out in 1990. Yeah, I looked it up earlier today. So yeah, a little bit of nostalgia there. The turtles look a little goofy there, especially Donatello. But yeah. The Real Ghostbusters, A Fright at the Opera and Other Stories. VHS. Picked it up for like 10 cents. I mean, like I said, I'm a sucker for Ghostbusters, vintage Ghostbusters. I'm a sucker for Ninja Turtles, the toys. I'm a sucker for And you're getting ready to see some other toys, but I'm a sucker for the 90s Star Wars toys. Like, I know that you can get those things anywhere and everywhere, but when I was a kid, those were the toys I played with. Those were the toys that I collected. Those are the toys I bought at Walmart, Kmart, Target, wherever. Okay, so yeah, this is really cool to have. And it's in rough shape, but whatever. I'm just gonna put it in the collection and enjoy it. Enjoy looking at it. um, I rarely buy sci-fi books anymore. Oh, I lied. I lied, Terry. Here's Doom. Doom 64. So I have Doom 64 on the Nintendo Switch. And again, I bought the Nintendo Switch version because it's Nintendo, and B, it's the 64 version. I love Doom 64, and I don't know where I'm gonna put this. I mean, I might just put it in the N64 collection, like right by it, and right by my Doom 64 game. I don't know. Great game, underrated game, and again, you can buy this game for $5 online. I think I paid like 25 ish for this physical. So yeah, kind of cool. And I don't buy the special editions. I've only purchased maybe one or two special editions from limited runs. I got the Streets of Rage 4 special edition when it came out. I did an unboxing with that. And I think that's about it. So now this is, you're going to be like, why? But from time to time, I will buy science fiction or fantasy books from my youth. And I found this. This was 50 cents. This is the Dragon Reborn, the Wheel of Time series. And I think I have this series complete in paperback form. Robert Jordan. Kind of similar to Lord of the Rings, kind of similar to um, Dragonlance series, that kind of stuff. Really, really, really complex stories. And it's kind of hard to follow after, say, book like 6 or 7, in my opinion. But if you really, really want a complex fantasy series, this is a good one. Okay, I highly recommend it. There's like, what, 12 or 14 books in the series? I can't remember. Now, Robert Jordan did pass away, and his son took up the mantle and finished the series, I believe. I have not finished the series myself. I couldn't even tell you which book I left off on. So there's that. Back to some more games here. Comic Zone on the Sega Genesis. And I'm not going to open this bad boy up, but it is in mint condition. I do have the manual right here. And the extra bonus CD is in there, and I don't want to open it too much because it is in there, and it took me a while to put it back in, but it is in there. I assure you, this bonus CD is in there. And with that, having the manual and the original box, oh man, this is highly desirable by Sega Genesis collectors. I know that. Enter the Comic Zone, the first truly interactive comic book. Play as Sketch Turner, a streetwise comic book artist who gets trapped in the comic book world of his own creation. This game is hard as nails, by the way. One life. Health recovery is really, really hard to come by. The enemies are really, really tough. And my gosh, I might have made it to the 3rd or 4th level. And that's it. This game is tough. If there were continues and if there were more lives, I think I would enjoy it a lot more. But I do remember renting this game a lot as a kid. So that's going in the collection. It'll be one of my marquee Sega Genesis pieces, if you will. Kind of neat. Now, I don't have this color, blue, Wii. And I got this for a really, really good price. And it's the blue Wii. And this is one of the more desirable Wii's out there. I have the red, I have the black, I have the white, obvious. I don't know if I'm missing any colors. If I'm missing, is there a yellow? I don't know. The Wii Mini. The Wii Mini is jumping up there in price, by the way. The Wii Mini it's kind of bizarre. It just literally just plays Wii games. And that's it. Doesn't have GameCube backwards compatibility. Doesn't even have Wi-Fi capability or anything like that. I don't even think you can you stream Netflix on the Wii Mini? Man, I don't know. I don't know. You guys tell me. Can you stream? Well, you can't anymore. But before all the services ended and stuff, could you stream like Netflix or YouTube on the Wii Mini? I don't know. But it's in good shape. It's in decent shape. You know, it's a little scuffed up. I can clean it up a little bit more, but I'll stick it on the shelf next to my black, red, and white Wii. I still find the two most common consoles that I find out in the wild in bulk are the Wii, obviously, and the PlayStation 2. I am still finding a crap ton of PlayStation 2s out there, and I will buy them. I need to go through them, and I need to sell some. I think, I'm not even kidding, I probably have somewhere between 40 and 50 Wii systems that I need to clean up and sell and test and all that stuff. So, yeah, it is what it is. And I know that I probably should have done that during the pandemic because that's when the Wii's price and the demand for the Wii went way up, but it is what it is. I also recently bought an HD PlayStation camera for live streaming purposes. I tried it out my last live stream. I live streamed the um, what's the collection called? Namco collection. It's volume 2. And yeah, check it out. I had to toy around with the camera. I had to toy around with the microphone. I was having some issues, so whatever. Here's a 8 GB card for the Wii. I don't know what's on it. I need to try it out and see what's on there. There might be some games. Who knows? So, let me get this out of the way so I don't break it. This is radical. Okay, this is probably my favorite thing out of this lot. Maybe save one thing. I'll show you guys at the end. But this is a Super Mario 2 cup, and this is vintage. Okay, 1989. I'm looking at the year it came out, and I love stuff like this. I know that there's like a larger mug out there, but things like this I love finding. I'm a huge Nintendo fan, obviously, and huge Super Mario Brothers 2 fan, so that's kind of neat to have. I wanted to show this so I didn't break it. I'm just gonna put it over there. Next up, I have some vintage. Well, not vintage. Oh, I guess you can call them vintage. Not vintage, but like 90s vintage, I guess. Some Star Wars Power of the Force toys. This is the Royal Guard, the Emperor's Royal Guards, and I have some hardcore nostalgia for these toys because I bought them when I was a kid, and I mean I even have that snow speeder. I have that snow speeder complete in box over there. I'm looking at it. I would like to have the Skyhopper complete in box too. But yeah, this is really really neat. I don't plan on opening this. I'm gonna keep it in here. I paid $5 for it. I mean, that's what you would pay for back in the day. I mean, it was like $4.97, I believe, back in the day. And then I also got Luke Skywalker. This is the Return of the Jedi figure, and this was like my favorite toy back in the day. And the cool thing is they have like little biographies on the back. You can cut them out. I actually used to cut these out, and I have them somewhere. They're down here. I mean, I'm looking down in a little box. They're probably down in right now. But yeah, I used to collect these, and it's really cool to have that. $5, you can't go wrong. You know, that's stuff that you had as a kid, brand new in the box, and they're not worth much. I know that they made so many of them that, and the demand is so low that they're not worth anything. I mean, they're worth what I paid for them, probably $5, maybe a little bit more. There's some that are really hard to find, I know. And I'm not going for a complete set of those. I actually have a few buddies who have complete Power of the Force sets, and that's kind of cool, but I'm not going for that, okay? These they're Wii controllers. So just I decided to keep both of these because you never know when you might need an extra Wii controller. And I didn't have this pink one, so that's kind of cool. I don't know. Yeah, these are the Wii Motion Plus controllers, I believe. Yeah, the pink one is as well. It's the same size, and actually, look, it still has the. Look at that. Ooh, I get so much pleasure out of doing that. Taking off the sticker. Ooh, I'm the first person to touch this. Ooh, that's cool. So, yeah, I like the Wiimote. The Wii is kind of trash in my opinion. But yeah, you still gotta love it, right? Some Ghostbusters nostalgia here, some more. So I had this coloring book as a kid, the real Ghostbusters coloring book, and I remember getting this for like Christmas or something one year. I don't remember. It might even have been for like Easter or something. I have no idea, but I remember having this. This came out. This particular comic book came out in 1990, and there's only one page that was colored in this, and that's okay. I don't know where mine is at, my actual coloring book. I hung on to some of that stuff, and those coloring books are actually kind of goofy. And there's actually some like errors in those comic books. If you believe that or not, I mean, it's just kind of funky, weird, random stuff that shouldn't have happened in the Ghostbusters world. I also have a ton of Ghostbusters comics. These are originals from back in the day, late 80s, early 90s. And I did not collect these as a kid, but I couldn't turn down this offer for vintage, real Ghostbusters stuff. And who knows, I might trade these, I might sell these, I don't know. Or just keep them in my Ghostbuster collection because it is vintage. This cover is probably my favorite. Um, it's like a demon ghost with a bomb or something. I have not read these yet, but I love the art. This one's kind of cool too. So it's like so that one was this one's number 11, so it must be like a direct continuation of that comic with that same character, the devil, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, again, huge fan of the real Ghostbusters, and these all have posters inside. And from what I was told, all the posters are still inside. So can't beat that. Paid a good price for them. Some oddball stuff here. Well, not really oddball for me, but this is oddball. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. But it's like this is from the thousands. It's Belkin. I'm trying to find the year. I can't find the year right now, but it's like a gaming pad thing, and it has like a little D-pad. I couldn't pass this up because of just how odd it is. I haven't seen one of these. It looks so 2000s, like early 2000s gaming, but it has you put your hand right here and you can do the W, the here, and then this is like your scroll button, D-pad. Yeah, so that's kind of neat. I mean, will I ever use it? No. Heck no. Now this is a big hitter. Okay, and I am not going for a complete fantastic collection, if you will, but every now and again, somebody hits me up and says, "Hey, do you have this particular color, or do you want this color?" And this was the case for this one. I did not find this for like $5, like I did with the Jungle Green, but it is the orange Nintendo 64 Fantastic version. It's in really good shape. It has, I mean, the key thing is it has the plate. Okay, this is almost harder to find than the system itself. And really, really good shape. I don't have an orange controller. That's the only thing. I need to find one of those atomic orange controllers, but I have the Jungle Green and this one. I don't have the blue or the watermelon. And is there a yellow one? I can't remember. Is there a yellow one? I know there's a gold one. And then you got the Pokemon one. And yeah, I don't know. I can't think of all the variants off the top of my head. There's a I know there was a PAL GoldenEye one, and then there was a Episode 1 Racer one too, but I think the system was just a generic, or just a plain black system, but it was just the box. I could be wrong, but yeah, this is pretty radical to have in the collection. And let me grab it. Now some more kind of random Mario kind of stuff. This is a Dr. Mario marquee from the arcade game. And the odd thing is, it's not like glued onto the marquee. Okay, but it is an authentic one. The reason you could tell, it's this sticker right here. Okay, so that is very, very telling of an authentic marquee. I will hang this up somewhere in the game room. I am running out of room to hang stuff up at. I mean, I love to put posters up. I love to just look at posters and advertisements, and I love all that stuff. It's kind of like when I was a kid. I would hang a bunch of stuff up in my room and just look at it, sit in my bed and just look at that stuff. And especially like I'm looking at a game. It's a advertisement poster that Sega had in the console. It's packed into the console, and that one was actually in my room. And I would just stare at those game pictures for hours and just imagine what some of those games were, because I didn't have the money to buy those games. And it's like, oh man, I really got to get Jurassic Park or Shining Force or whatever. So this is really cool to have in the collection. I love Dr. Mario. Okay, almost done here. Got about just a few more items. So this is a Pong system, the Wonder Wizard television sports games by General Home Products. And I have not tested it. I have not tested this system out yet. I do have an extra power cord. This might be the issue. I have to find an adapter or something for this in order to try it out. But I don't have this one. I have a ton of Pong systems, and these are so finicky. They weren't designed to last 40, 50 years or whatever. But yeah, I mean, even if it doesn't work, it's still cool to have just in the collection. Some more N64 goodness. So this is the watermelon controller. So it's kind of bizarre that I have the orange Fantastic system, but not the controller. But I have the watermelon controller, and I'm going to keep this in the collection. I think I have the majority of the controllers, except for like the Millennium one. I don't have the DK Banana one. And there's one other one I don't have that I wish I had. Oh man, I had the gold controller. You can suck it, Stevie. Oh man, I'd have to look. Who knows? Now this is cool. This is I got this because it's supposed to go with the Atari computers, okay? And I don't have this one, so it's more like a variant controller, and it just generically says joystick, but it's an Atari 2600 controller. So stiff, so grungy, but I love this controller, and I have a lot of memories attached to the Atari 2600 controller. Okay, so this bad boy. This is a Tandy computer, and I'll get out one of the controllers, not both. And this is not complete in box because it's missing part of the box, but it is in the box. And for some reason, this controller is not wanting to come out of the styrofoam here. So I'm just going to pull it out. So here is a Tandy controller. And this was like in response to the Atari 2600, the Intellivision, the ColecoVision. There was also an Atari computer system, things like that in the 80s. And the games are okay. They're rudimentary, very, very blocky, even more blocky than the Atari 2600. The colors are very bright, though. I will say that. They're more brilliant than the Atari 2600. There are some fun games on there. Don't get me wrong. But I did not grow up playing this thing, okay? This is something that I just found out about through YouTube, through just doing some research, kind of being a gaming historian, not the game historian, but just I was just wanting to learn more about the 1980s and the video game scene past the Atari 2600 and Intellivision, ColecoVision, and the NES and the Sega Master System. So just digging, you find things like this, the Vectrex, other Atari computer systems, you name it, just some weird stuff. So I'm going to try to be careful here not to tear anything up. It's already kind of tore up, but let me pull this bad boy out. So this is a TRS-80 color computer system. Look at this bad boy. Look at this. Now I have a TRS-80, but I don't have this model. I don't know what the difference is. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know what the difference is. This thing is massive. And you put the games in here. And if you don't know, it plays this type of game. Okay. And it would go in here. Like so. Kind of like an 8-track. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm going to have to do some further research. This thing is grungy as all get out. But I am going to have to do some research to see what the difference is. This might have more memory. I don't know. This has some more features to it. I have no idea. But my Tandy is white and it's more compact. It's probably about half. I'm not going to say half, but maybe 2/3 the size of this thing. This thing is so dirty and grungy, and I got to clean it up. And again, I don't have the box, all of the box per se. It's just this box. All right. And it wouldn't be a Retro Tony pickup video if I didn't drop something. But yeah, that's all that's included. One more look at this thing. And all the wires are in here too. I'm afraid to take it out of that styrofoam, but yeah, one more little glance at this thing. Here, I'll let you look at the back. that's where you hook up your. So it has a standard, or no, that's where you hook up the controllers and your cables and all that stuff. Why is it set to 4? This thing's a beast. So yeah, pretty cool to add it to the collection. I have no idea if it works. That would be an interesting video. If you guys want me, if you want me to do a video on this, let me know. I will do it. I'm considering doing more videos like that, where if I have random retro crap that I'm not super familiar with, I will cover it and try to play it and see if it works, that kind of thing. So very cool, and I'm happy to have that in the collection. This is what got dropped. So yeah, let me know if you want me to do a video on that, and I will. That would be a nice, easy video for me to do, and it'd be fun for me to do. Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. This is a CED, not game, movie. So why do I collect these? Honestly, the artwork. I don't have a CED player. This is basically pre-Laserdisc, and I would love, love, love to have a CED player. I have several CED movies, and the local toy shop, he probably has something like 100 CED movies in his shop, and I'm like, dude, you gotta find a CED player, and I would love to do a video on that. I know I'm more video game related, video game focused on this channel, but toys, stuff like that, vintage stuff like that, every now and again I'll do things like that. So yeah, almost done here, wrapping it up. I don't know why those are over here, but like my RetroPie systems, I don't know what they're doing over here. Why did I get this? POD, the fundamental elements of sound. From time to time, I'll buy CDs. I don't think I have that. I remember listening to that in high school and in college. This came out in 1999, so I was in 8th grade when that came out. Some PC games. Grid Runner. Don't have it. Why not? Ultra 3D Pinball. This is a Sierra game. Didn't have it. Just put it in the collection. And 2 more things here. And I'm not going to open this bad boy up, but this is an NES Satellite complete in box, not blocks. Complete in box, and it's a little worse for wear, but just adding it to the collection, NES collection, and it has. I wish they would have kept it, man, but it looks like they had the original Walmart tags. Back in the day, this thing ran for $79.74. Wow, that's incredible. And what this was, you could actually hook up your controllers wirelessly with a receiver. So it's kind of cool. You can see the kids in the back going, bananas there for Nintendo, playing wirelessly, playing wired but wirelessly, so to speak. I don't know what the range was on this. 15 feet. Go the distance. The NES Satellite uses infrared signals. No cords needed, but you do need cords. Nintendo. The NES Satellite remote unit effectively beams commands up to 15 feet to the module that fits directly into your NES control deck. So 4 players. There's not many 4-player NES games out there. I can only think of really honestly, 10 or less games that had 4-player mode. I could be wrong. I know Freddy Krueger had 4-player mode. That'd be wild to do. I remember the Angry Video Game Nerd video where he did that, and he had 4. He had 3 other clones or whatever. So yeah, so that's cool. Complete in box. And then the last item that I got. This is kind of similar to the Tandy computer. oddity for real. And again, this is stuff that I didn't grow up with. I didn't have a clue about. And really, if it wasn't for the internet or YouTube, I would have no interest in any of this stuff. So I do have a Commodore 64 system, computer system, and I know those suckers were really, really popular in the 1980s. Probably the most popular computer system in the in the 80s, excuse me. And yeah, this thing, I can't believe the shape that it's in. It's pretty much brand new. And I'll show you. It's a Commodore 64 1541 2 disk drive. And it is like brand spanking new. This thing is so freaking heavy. And here's the thing. I have a ton, I mean a ton of Commodore 64 floppy disk games. And I've never been able to play them. I've never been able to test them out to see if they work. And I've always been curious. Now, I could have gone on eBay. I could have gone on the internet and tracked one down easily. But when I find stuff like this locally, to me, it's just much cooler. Now, one thing I do want to point out, okay, before I open this bad boy up. So, the original price tag, $189.99. So, somebody paid $200 for this thing. That is insane. Close to $200 for this thing. I ended up paying like $20 for it. So I think that's a pretty good deal. Now, the other thing I want to show you on the box. Okay, so right here, this was shipped to Target. Okay, and it's okay to show the address. I don't live in Columbia, Missouri, but I live about 40 minutes from Columbia, Missouri. Mizzou country, if you will. And this was shipped in the 80s. Okay, this came out in 1988, I believe. There's a date on here. 87. Okay. So why am I showing you this packing sticker? Well, here's the deal. So it says Columbia, Missouri, Bernadette Drive, and it's labeled to Target. Okay, this is the same Target that's still there today. This is the Target I still go to this day, and that's just kind of cool. The mall, the Columbia Mall, and this is so awesome to have this. To me, I don't have anything like this Columbia related, so this is really radical. This is almost like finding video games from my rental store. Okay. Now, I'm not as nostalgic for computer stuff or accessories like I am for video games, but cool nonetheless. So I'm going to open up this bad boy and show you what's inside. I'm going to try to be careful with it, and it's practically brand new. So you have this. This is a warranty, stuff. Registration, warranty stuff, more. And then, see, the only thing that's perplexing to me is this is not the correct instruction manual. So this is the C2N cassette unit. And I would love to have this too. So this is not the right instruction manual. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I can go online and get one, find one pretty easy. eBay to make it complete. But here's the top styrofoam. I'm trying to be careful. But yeah, that goes on top to protect it. A lot of styrofoam was used in the 1980s. You have, this thing's a massive power supply. Oh my gosh, this thing is big. And again, I'm trying not to hurt the styrofoam. And it's in there. I guarantee somebody used this, but to me, it's almost like brand new still. Okay. But here's the power supply, if I can get it out. Here. There's the power supply. I can't get it out without messing it up. But this thing is a beast of a power supply. It kind of reminds me of like the 5200, but bigger. Okay, that thing is nuts. I don't want to tear it up. You guys hear that squeaking? That's the styrofoam. Here's the, what you plug into the system, and then the actual disk drive itself. And this thing looks really, really clean, practically brand new. Here it is. Now this is pretty neat. This is like to protect the system itself. This is to protect from vibration when in transit. So yeah. Pretty cool. Here's a look at it again. Nothing too crazy about it. Let me know if you want me to do a video on this, because I have a Commodore 64. I have not done a video on the Commodore 64, and I would like to do stuff like that again. I've done stuff on some Atari computers and things like that. The problem is I can't really capture that stuff. I can't capture like video game footage. I would just have to record the screen, and that to me is okay for just trying it out and trying to demonstrate with the systems. That's just wild, man. That is cool. Yes, it is. It is very cool, isn't it? So yeah, that's my pickups for pretty much early summer, late spring kind of stuff. And again, I wanted to basically clean up some of my crap in my game room and put some things away. I was sick of looking at it. And I was going to record the video, and I was like, I have homework to do. Boiled peanuts. Yes, I do like boiled peanuts. Extreme Vintage. I hear that the spicy ones in Tennessee are really, really good, especially this time of year. So, yeah. So I wanted to clean up some of this stuff and organize it and just put it away. I'm sick of looking at it. Some of this stuff I actually want to play, like some of those PS4 games I want to play. I'll just give you guys a really quick update. What's going on. This is not an official update video, so to speak, but basically the channel, I put it on pause on purpose. And yeah, I missed making content. Yeah, I missed some big topics that I could have talked about. I missed some things that I wanted to discuss and have some conversations with you guys about. But I'm just telling you that I did not have the time or the energy. My time is very, very limited anymore between coaching. I do youth group stuff, teaching, and just my personal life. I am taking a master's class. I'm actually taking a break right now from my homework to do this, procrastinating, if you will, and just being down in the game room. I was like, man, I really want to do a video, but I don't want to record. I don't want to edit this. Today I didn't want to do that, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go live, and I'm gonna, show people what I've been collecting. I collect year round. The heaviest time that I collect, usually spring, summer, and fall. Fall starts to taper off mid-fall, but I collect year round. I buy new games year round. I collect games year round. But yeah, I plan on having an update video, an official update video, talking about the status of the channel. It's been very it's been very hard for me to stay motivated for YouTube. I do this for fun. I don't do this for any other reason than to have fun. And I'm just so busy that I almost want to hire an editor to keep the channel alive, to keep the channel up and going. And I might even do that. I don't know. I might reach out to somebody and see if they can do some simple editing for me. And I don't know. That's just something I've been toying around with, where I just record the stuff and send it off to somebody and it gets produced on my channel. So I don't know. That's the biggest holdup for me right now, is the editing. It's not even the filming. I actually have a huge backlog of videos. I have some game hunting videos. I have some arcade videos. I even have a couple of unboxing videos that I need to get a hold of. And it's just, when I come down into this game room, this is my editing room. My wife and I call this the editing room, or the vlog room. She calls it the vlog room, which is kind of funny. But whenever I come down here and I start to edit, unfocused and just demotivated, I don't know why. And it's like, man, why am I doing this? What's the point? Kind of thing. And again, I want to focus on retro video games and connecting with people in this community and showing off stuff, cool stuff that I find, talking about video games, talking about the retro scene, talking about new games to a certain degree. I don't want that to be the main focus of the channel, if you will, but it's been hard. Taking on a lot of new responsibilities in my career. That's something that's been taxing on me. Also with the pandemic, that we're on the tail end of the pandemic, but with the pandemic, things just exhausting. I'll give you one example. So the wrestling season, I coach wrestling, and I've talked about that on this channel before. But I coach wrestling, and this season, my season normally goes from middle of October to Billy Mitchell. I don't know about that, Norris. So my season normally goes from the middle of October to the end of February. Well, this year my season went from the middle of October to the middle of March, and never had to experience that before. And on top of that, I had to jump straight into the other sport that I coach, tennis. And we had no idea how the seasons were going to look. That stuff was kind of placed in our lap last minute. So I had no control over that. Now you might say to yourself, well, why are you coaching and all that stuff if it's so stressful? Well, it is stressful, but it's also one of my passions in life, just like retro video games, just like teaching is, and other things. So yeah, that's kind of why you haven't seen much of me recently. Well, I'm not gonna say even recently. It's been a few months. Been more than that. But also I'm taking my master's classes, and that takes up a lot of your spare time to reading. I read a lot. On an average week, might read about 1,000 pages, and then yeah, thank you, Norris. Thank you, appreciate that. But an average week, I might read 1,000 pages, and then you have to write, do some analysis, and then you have to do these posts. It's all online, and then you write a paper about your reading that week, which isn't bad. It's not terrible, but the big thing is, like, you really have to read that stuff. It's not like when I was in college the first time. The first time in college, you could skim a lot of stuff. You can read through stuff really quick, because a lot of your classes was focused on passing a test for your undergraduate stuff. And you could probably get away with a lot by just studying, going through notes, going through and listening to the lectures, and passing the class that way. Now, of course, you did papers and stuff too. But my master's program, much like many other master's programs, it's strictly writing. And you have got to demonstrate that you have mastery over that week's reading. Otherwise, you I mean, you cannot get around that. You have to know it. The professor will know if you are quote unquote cheating that week, so to speak. They know if you have not read those materials, okay? And yeah, that's kind of what I do. I mean, there might, on average, I'll read 2 to 3 hours, not a day, but every other day. I try to read about 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours to get it done. And I'm not the fastest reader in the world, so that's another problem. I really, really try to analyze it. I probably overanalyze the stuff, but I'm getting better. I'm getting better at pulling out the most important details and what the author is actually trying to say with their historical writings. Yeah, very funny. So yeah, that's just a quick update. I wanted to do about an hour live stream. It's we're running at about 105, 106 or so, and the main focus of this video was the pickups, and you guys got a little mini channel update, if you will. As far as videos are concerned, it's gonna be, I don't know. I'm still debating on what I want to do. I mean, if I can get a video out a week, that would be a bonus. If I can do a video and then a live stream and then a video, then a live stream, that would be balance in my life. I don't want to be any more stressed out than I am with the responsibilities that I have. And I still want to grow the channel. I still want to get better. I still want to learn new techniques. I still want to do this, that, and the other. And I still have goals left for this channel. Big goals, too. I'm getting ready to come up on my 5-year anniversary for the channel. And that's just crazy to me. And I'm actually coming up on 4,000 subscribers soon. And I never thought I would have 4,000 subscribers. The goal is, just to give you a perspective, I would like to have 1 million views on the channel. And I'm over 770,000 views ish, somewhere around there. I haven't looked in a while. And then I would like to have 10,000 subscribers eventually. So thank you, Finch. Kyle the Collector, yeah. I can only imagine reading that stuff in Spanish. On no hablo español, But yeah, those are, some of my big long-term goals. 1,000 views, not 1,000 views. I already hit that. 1 million views and 10,000 subscribers. So I'm still, that's the goal. That's the dream. And I also would like to potentially be, now I'm going to have to be like really consistent with my content. Okay? Like I'm going to have to be very diligent. But I would like to have my own panel at a video game convention somewhere. And I don't have to have a panel per se. I've been to Missouri Game Con, and I've been a vendor there. That's about as, I probably talked to more people there than I would have as a guest or whatever. And that, to me, that's, if I never become, never have my own panel or whatever, that's fine. But it's still a goal. It'd be really, really neat to be asked and invited to a convention. And I would just have to make some connections with more people. And I know some of my buddies, YouTube buddies, are getting out there and about, being invited to certain video game conventions, and I'm really, really proud of them. I know, for example, um, Gaming Off the Grid. They actually have been invited to what's the Southern game? Oh gosh, dang! What is the name? What is the name of that convention? I think it's down in it's down south. Okay, I know that, but they've been invited to that convention, and yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be neat. Be neat to talk about Bubby and Stevie and what we do, and just talk about games with people and just the channel and what I do. I know I'm not the only retro gamer out there. I know I'm not the only 30 something year old on YouTube that talks about video games and shows pickups and all that stuff. Um, how many subs until you get a YouTube button? So I think you have to have 100,000 subscribers. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what the first milestone is. 100,000. Um, that's not my goal. I mean, it'd be cool, but it'd be really cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm not there, Extreme Vintage. But it'd be cool if I did, right? So yeah, that's not the goal, and the goal is not to make money off this channel. Even though I do make a little bit of money, that's not the reason why I do this. That's just a side bonus, and usually the money that I get, I put back into the channel either with giveaways or buying new equipment or buying games. Yeah, so it'd be cool, sure. So that's the state of the channel a little bit, and I'll share. I'll share more. I'll go into detail, and I'll talk about, um, yes, yes, Extreme Vintage. I'll go into details more about my life and taking care of my masters, taking care of my wife, taking care of my career and all that stuff and my family. That stuff comes first. And this is, to me, I love this channel. I love SEG. You are right. Thank you, Kyle the Collector. Where's it at? Exactly. I know another one of my friends, she's going down there too. She was invited as a guest too. Dang it. What is her name? Gosh dang it. But yeah, there's a little update. Now I'm going to go back to my homework, sadly. I got to make one more post today, and then I got to write a paper tomorrow. So, yeah. I hope you guys are, enjoying your summer. Hope you guys are finding some video games. Hope you're playing some video games. And spending time with family. That's more important than video games. And tomorrow's Father's Day. So celebrate Father's Day with your dad. Reach out to your dad and enjoy the time on your dads. And if you're a dad, happy Father's Day. I know Kyle the Collector is a dad. So, and hey, Dad, let's play. Happy Father's Day. So, yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get off here. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this live stream. Random, totally unscheduled, random live stream of my pickups recently. And if you guys haven't subscribed, please do so and follow me. Go check out some of my older videos. I have a ton of videos on the channel. And yeah, have a great rest of your day.